Today we're going to be adding integers. To add positive integers, we're going to move to the right using the number line. To add negative integers, we're going to move to the left using the number line. If we have to add 3 plus negative 9, we're going to start on 3, and because we're adding a negative integer or a negative number, we're going to move to the left 9 spaces. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where did we land on? Negative 6. That means that 3 plus negative 9 equals negative 6. If we have to add negative 5 plus 3, we're going to start at negative 5. And because we're adding a positive number, we're going to move to the right that many spaces. 1, 2, 3. Where did we land? Negative 2. So negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. When we are adding integers with the same sign, we add the absolute values and use the common sign. So for example, if we're adding 8 plus 12, what does that equal? What is 8 plus 12? 20. Now, both of these are positive. Notice that the answer is also positive. And when we're adding integers with the same sign, we use the common sign. What is the absolute value of 8? 8. And the absolute value of 12? 12. So when we add 8 plus 12 equals 20. Now, if we have negative 6 plus negative 4, and our rule says add the absolute values and use the common sign. If we add, what is the absolute value of 6?
6.
And the absolute value of 4? And if we add that? 10. Well, we use the common sign, so that's why it is negative. To remember the rule for adding integers with the same sign, I like to use this song. Same, same, same sign, add and keep the sign. Let's all try the song together. 1, 2, 3.
Same, same, same sign, add and keep the sign.
Very good. When we're subtracting integers with, when we are adding integers with different signs, we have to subtract the lesser absolute value from the greater absolute value and use the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. So for example, if we're adding 5 plus negative 8, the rule states that we have to subtract the lesser absolute value from the greater absolute value. So what does that mean? What is the greater absolute value in 5 plus 8? The greater absolute value, 8. So if we do 8 minus 5, what do we end up with? 3. Then it says that after we subtract, we use the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. The number with the greater absolute value had a negative. That means this equals negative 3. If we have to add negative 11 plus 13, what is the greatest absolute value in this problem? 13. And what is the smaller, lesser absolute value? 11. So 13 minus 11 equals what? 2. And we have to keep the sign of the greater absolute value. What is it? Positive. So that means that negative 11 plus 13 equals 2. So let's sing together the song to help us remember the rule for adding numbers with different signs. 1, 2, 3.
Different signs, subtract and keep the sign.
Of what?
The greater absolute value.
Of the greater absolute value. Very good. When we are adding opposites, the sum of a number and its opposite is always 0. For example, 7 plus negative 7 is equal to 0. Now, if aren't these different signs? 7 and negative 7? And what is the rule? And what is the rule when we're adding integers with different signs? Subtract and keep the sign. So if we subtract 7 minus 7, what do we get?
0.
We get 0. Is 0 positive or negative?
None.
Nothing. It's 0. So let's say we have 5 plus negative 5. What does that equal?
0.
What about negative 1 plus 1?
Zero.
Zero. Very good.